Good morning, all of you. Kindly settle down. So today we have, kindly settle down. Today we have Krishna Joshi with us. This year, All India rank 73 in first attempt. She was a classroom student and a tertiary student. Her batch concluded, I think, 1 year back. Okay, she was in the July batch. And she must be sitting somewhere here only where you used to sit. At the back. The front. The front. बस वही जगह है, वही जगह है. Okay. So she has done her graduation from Lady Shri Ram College and BA English honors. It was her first attempt at UPSC, and in first attempt she has got rank 73. Okay. And she is going to get her preferred service, that is Indian Administrative Service. She is from Jodhpur, Rajasthan, and she has excellent marks in personality test, that is 195. Okay. So in next half an hour, she is going to discuss with you the PSIR strategy. Okay. And after that, the floor would be open to question. You can ask as many questions as you want. Okay. तो और सितंबर वालों के पास तो बहुत ज्यादा क्वेश्चन ऐसे भी रहता है. Okay. So ask as many questions as you want, and then we'll start with the classes. Okay. So over to you, Krishna. You can put it here.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm glad to be here. Firstly, thank you to all of you to be here, and I'm glad and happy today and honored to be on this side of the classroom, because till 1 year ago I was on that side of the classroom, and it's just an ecstatic feeling to just shift from there to here, because this is that honorable platform from where ma'am and sir teaches us, and that 1 year of classroom and those memories are just still in my mind. So I would first like to congratulate you that you chose this optional. I just love this subject, and it's great to read this, and to read this with ma'am is just another cherry on the cake, because the way she makes it interesting, I hope you all know that. So first piece of advice to you is that since you've chosen this optional, and since you've made this choice to be a part of this classroom, please religiously attend the classes. Listen to what the lectures are very religiously. Have 100% attention here when you are attending the class. Because when if I talk about myself, I had that just 1.5 year time frame in which I had to do all the 3 stages of the exam, including my preparation. Okay, so time is short, syllabus is a vast ocean. Okay, you all know that. So in that limited time, how do we manage? This is one of the tricks. Be very patient, be very alert when you're in your classroom, not just this classroom, whichever classroom you are in. If you've made the choice to be a part of the classroom, listen to the lecture very carefully. Ma'am explains the concepts, listen to them, okay? Understand them then and there, and do ask doubts if you have, because optional is one thing you have to study in depth and at length. Okay, and this is something that will determine what kind of rank you have, what kind of score you have in mains overall, because it's ultimately 500 marks at stake. Okay, you can't take it easy. So enjoy the subject and listen to it, understand it. The most important thing is understanding the subject. That is the first thing that I'll begin with. Then, how to deal with the PSIR optional. That is what I'm going to address today. The first most important thing is the syllabus. That is the key to understanding the subject. Okay, read it as many times as possible. You need to know each and every word that is written in the syllabus very thoroughly. Okay, so syllabus is the Bible for you. Read it like you need every word that is there in it. It has to be in your brain. Okay, the moment you see a word, some thought should come to your mind. Okay, so read it very, very, very carefully. Questions will be framed using words from the syllabus. Okay, so syllabus is the most important thing, the first thing that you start with. and you have to have it on the table every time you're preparing your optional, all the time, just beside you, so that whenever you are reading it, you have a glance at the syllabus frequently. Okay, that is the importance of the syllabus. Second is we need content. When we are preparing for mains, optional is the most important thing, and we need content. We need good quality content. Okay, because only when you have content, you can write, you can express, you can have keywords, everything comes later. First is content. So, one thing that we are on the safer side, we have the advantage is that 75 to 80% of the content you get in the class itself. These notes that you have, they are more than enough for the basic content that we need to build up. 80% of your content you get in the class. Okay, understand it carefully. Now the remaining 20%, that is value addition that we need to do. Okay, so how do you do that? You do it from the test series that you give. We get those model answers. There we get value addition. Another sort of value addition will come from your GSK knowledge. There also we have overlap. So some parts which are not very clear here, you can add up from GS. Third value addition source is the newspaper. Our subject is very, very dynamic. Every day we have something changing in the polity in the IR, particularly IR. So there, do read the newspaper, take the examples and put it in your notes wherever they are needed. Okay, like for example, in the IGP portion, we have that those statutory and constitutional bodies wala portion, election commission. Recently, elections are held. A lot of news was there about election commission and the appointment and the changes and the new act that came. Do keep a good hold over all this. Examples are very important when you are writing the answers. Okay, and examples are not necessary that we get in the class. In the class, we get mostly static wala part. Okay, so to add up to that, you need to make this extra effort of reading the newspaper, understanding the examples, quoting them where they are needed. Okay, so that is the importance of the newspaper, and this applies both for GS and optional, but our optional particularly needs the help of the newspaper knowledge. Okay. So, 3 things I mentioned for value addition. टेस्ट सीरीज के आंसर्स में जो मॉडल आंसर होते हैं वहां से आपको एडअप करना है. न्यूज़पेपर में से एग्जांपल्स लेने हैं. न्यूज़पेपर में एडिटोरियल्स भी आते हैं एंड दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. I found them like very helpful in writing the answers because we can have scholars. For example, I can tell you some of the examples. You can be careful about them. Like Miss Suhasini Haider writes in The Hindu, particularly about India-US. Okay, so do read her. Whenever her articles are there, do pick up lines, do pick up quotes, do pick up phrases from that. Okay, and use them in your answers. They'll really help you get some extra marks. Okay, Mr. Stanley Johnny also writes in the newspaper particularly about India, West Asia and other IR concepts. Do read them. Okay, these editorials, these examples from the newspaper, they can give you just another edge. For example, I remember around 6-7 months back, in that The Hindu, we had a long article on feminism in IR. And I cut that out from the newspaper because it was a big article, and I pasted it where we have that topic in our notes, feminism in IR, and that really helped me. Okay, so that is what you have to do. Take the help of those articles, take the help of those examples, and enrich your answers using that. Okay, so that is the 20% that you need to add up. 80% you are getting here. Okay, and trust that, because trust that content that you're getting. Don't have doubts ki ye bhi padhna hai, wo bhi padhna hai. If you keep on adding up resources and not have fixed resources, you will be in trouble. Okay, so have fixed resources, decide ki mujhe ye karna hai, and then stick to that. Okay, because by the time you reach the end of your classes, you will have like significant amount of content to cover. Okay, just 1 reading, 2 readings will not help. At least 3, 4, 5 readings are needed to understand the things, put them into your brain, and then bring them back to the answer where we are writing it. So that is about content. Now we come to note making. Like, when do we start making notes? One is like, we already have our notes. We don't have any books as such. I relied almost completely on the class notes, and besides the value addition that I told. So now, by the time you reach the end of your classes, you have more than 10 registers in your hand for the optional. It's very difficult to revise from 10 registers. So what you need to do is first do 2-3 revisions of the entire content as per the syllabus. Go as per the syllabus and revise at least 3 times. Okay. Once you are done with those 3 times with proper understanding, you will have that foundation in place in your brain. Okay. Then you start with note making. Your own personal notes, which you will revise before you go writing the exam, because we have around 4-5 day ka break before we have the optional ka paper in mains. In those 4-5 days, you have to completely revise the optional. Okay, and 4-5 days are not enough. Okay, so with every revision, your understanding will develop. Okay, it will be more clearer and it will be more deeper. So with every revision, that will develop. So after 3-4 revisions, when you think that now I'm good at this, you switch to note making. How do you make notes? I'll tell you my strategy. You can subscribe to it, not subscribe to it. That is completely your choice. I'm just telling you what I did. So since this is completely about mains here, we do not have any link with prelims, PSIR as such. So what I did was I made the notes in the format of the answer that we're expected to written. How do we write the answers in mains? Introduction, body, conclusion. That is the format. I stuck to this format in my notes as well. For example, I am making the notes about Plato. So in my register, I still remember there were more than 65 pages about Plato. Okay, but now I have the concepts in place. Even if I write one keyword, that for example, Plato's theory of communism, I'll remember things. Okay, I just need to mention that. So compress that and put it into your notes. Okay, so that is how my notes went about. Introduction, 3 lines about Plato, then the body, in that all his concepts, all his theories in just 2-3 lines with important keywords. Okay, and then the conclusion which I wanted to write. So in the entire 65-page content that I had about Plato came compressed into 3 sheets. Done. That is the level of compression that you have to do, and that comes with revision and understanding. What is important is the keywords. I hope ma'am must be telling you that the language of the subject is very important. And that is important, trust me. If you understand the things and you write in a layman kind of a language, you will get average marks. Okay, because this is not GS, this is optional. You need to have this kind of differentiation in your mind very clear that we are writing an optional paper. And we're writing an optional paper, we are expected to have a higher standard of language and knowledge. Okay, so those words are important. You have to remember them anyhow. Okay, to give an edge to your answers, to show that you have a significant hold over the language that you've chosen as your specialization in this, because optional is your specialization, right? So you need to have that. So those keywords are important. You write those notes you write those keywords in your notes and keep a hold over them till you write the exam. Okay. For example, I can tell you, like ma'am tells, this is an architectonic principle. Okay. What is idealism? Idealist scholar, realist scholar. These words are important. Okay. So keep a hold over those. And then come the scholars. We have a lot of scholars to remember. And I think we should try to remember as many as we can. Okay, we do have examples where people did not quote scholars, still got good marks. But according to me, when we are into this subject, when we are dealing with this subject, when we have chosen this subject, I think we should go with the flow of the subject. And this subject does give importance to the scholars. So I think we need to remember the scholars. And that, I think, makes the answer much better, according to me. So try to remember as many scholars as you can. In your notes, 2 things are most important. 3 things are most important. First is that structure, introduction, body, conclusion. ठीक है? इसका advantage main ये है कि when you are writing the answer in mains, we do not have much time. But if for certain things you already have introductions prepared and conclusions prepared, it will save time. And it will give you like confidence, because the moment you see कि अच्छा question Plato से related है, you have that introduction in brain, you just need to write that. Or you just need to mold it a little bit. ऐसा नहीं कि शुरुआत से कुछ सोचना पड़े, because instantly when we are thinking, we do not think very good, we think average. Okay, that is true. So I think this is what you can do. In optional, we can do this. I did this for almost entire syllabus. For example, if we are dealing with IR, I had introductions prepared for India, China, India, US, UN, terrorism, all those topics. Introductions were prepared. 2-3 line का introduction सबके लिए prepared था. जब भी question आया, देखा and started writing. That will save time. That will give a good impression of your answer, because introductions matter. Okay, so do remember the scholars, and in your notes, 3 things will be most important. First is the format, introduction, body, conclusion. इसी में जाना, because इसी में हमें answer लिखना है. ठीक है? Second is the scholars and what they have said in short. And third, the language of the subject. Do keep a hold over those keywords. They are important, and do understand them. Okay, because direct questions nahi पूछते mains में. They are like, you have to understand what is being asked in the question, and for that you need a very good level of conceptual understanding of what the phrase actually means. Okay, what does liberalism mean? You need to understand that. What is classical liberalism? You need to understand that. That conceptual understanding has to be very deep, and that will come with proper understanding and revisions. Okay. Then next thing that we need to have a good hold of is the answer writing. Once you have the content in place, second step is writing. Okay, now you know it in your brain. You have your notes ready. Now you write. So answer writing, three things we have. First is content, second is speed, and third is presentation. Okay, you have to go exactly in this sequence according to me. First, I developed my content. After doing revisions, understanding the things, using Google, putting examples, that is all about content. Second comes writing and the speed. Okay, so first you start writing. Initially, we all write bad. No matter how good we are at writing, like I know, being from English honors, still I wrote bad answers initially. Okay, they were not very good. As you practice, as you go through the topper copies, as you go through the model answers, things will improve. What matters is that you have patience, you learn from the mistakes that you are making, and the next time you do not repeat those mistakes. That is the most important thing. Okay, so write. Even if you are writing bad, write. Even if you are taking half an hour to write one answer, write. Eventually things will fall into place. Kabhi na kabhi to speed kam hoga. Keep writing. Okay, and just don't keep writing mechanically. Every time that you are writing, you need to sit and analyze it for 10 minutes कि यहाँ पे गलत क्या किया था या इसको कैसे better कर सकते थे. Now, sometimes we do not know that much. So either take the help of your friends. If you can't do that, like I did not have those kind of friends who could help me with that. So what I did was I used to open topper copies, write 3-4 questions from that into my notebook, attempt the answer myself, then match it with that. Like what I thought, what that person thought, what is the difference, and what value addition I can do from that answer. So if I find that something special that that person has written which I did not think, I would take it from there and write with a different color pen in my own notebook, remembering it next time that when I am writing similar kind of an answer, I can use that. Okay, so that will give you an understanding of where you are and what kind of answer you need to write. That gap will be there in your brain कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाना है. Okay, and you will get value addition as well. This is what smart work is. Instead of trying to gain all the knowledge on ourselves, we can use topper copies, we can use model answers, we can use test series. Okay, so that is what hard work and smart work coming into one place. So then answer writing is about following the format, practicing, and doing value additions. With every answer that you write, things will improve. Okay, so don't be scared when you get bad marks initially. Everyone gets that. But what matters is that you keep writing. Okay, and you keep analyzing. Because what I noticed was that somewhere what we do is we read the question very fast and we start writing, not understanding usne actually पूछा क्या था. Okay, so the most important thing that I can tell you is the relevance. It is not necessary कि जो हम पढ़ के गए हैं वही exactly पूछा जाएगा. It might be something related to that, but not exactly that. But you don't have to tell what you know. You have to tell what is asked. This, I think, is the most important thing that we need to be careful about. And this is the most common mistake that we make. Okay, once we see कि अच्छा Aristotle पे question है, we'll write everything we know about Aristotle. No. See, read the question at least twice. In the question itself, I used to do that. You can also do that. Underline the keyword of the question, which you think is the most important word. Understand उसने क्या पूछा है exactly और सिर्फ वही लिखना है. Okay, you have to be precise, you have to be concise. 2 ही sides हैं 10 marker के लिए, उसमें आपको पूरा question address करना है. So be very clear about what is asked and address only that. Don't give extra knowledge there. Okay, that is the most important thing. Don't write what you know. Write what is asked. Okay, and अगर वहाँ पे कोई ऐसा question है जो पहले हमें नहीं पता था या like we do not have much content on that, write what is relevant and to the point. Extra don't do that. Don't, if you like our inner sense knows कि यहाँ पे हम extra जा रहे हैं, university वाला flavor आ रहा है कि बस sheet भर देते हैं. Don't do that. At least don't do that here. Okay, that doesn't work. So then yeah, after content, speed, third is presentation. Okay, for presentation, underlining the keywords, writing neatly, not crossing the margins. If at some point like data is not much, but if we are writing data, I used to circle the data. Wherever I'm writing example, I used to write EG with a double underline so that the person knows that here it is the example, here the paragraph got changed. This is how like the presentation goes about. And that also matters because the more structured your answer appears, easy it is for the examiner to examine and know कि अच्छा यहाँ पे इसने introduction लिखा था, अभी the person is addressing the main body part. Here the scholar's name is being underlined. Example में double underline है, data में circle है. Everything is very clear. Okay, even if the person is not going through it completely, the person knows कि हाँ सही किया हुआ है. Okay, so you have to make it easy for the examiner to know what you've written. That is it. And yeah, another most important thing, PYQs. I took a book of PYQs, topic-wise PYQs. Every time I am doing a topic of the syllabus, first I will read what is exactly in the syllabus, then I will come to my content, then I will go to the PYQs. Most of the PYQs के answers are in our notes. You will notice it eventually. Most of the things are covered in the class from PYQs as well. Things which are not covered, use Google, ask in the class, get the content for that. For every PYQ, I had 4 or 5 line answer or pointers prepared. Because in optional and in GS also, mostly in optional, the questions, either the language is changed or something, but the question repeats. Okay, and sometimes the same question also repeats. So take advantage of that. If you have an answer already prepared and that somehow comes in one or the other way, that will help you. Okay, so PYQs are very, very, very important. They will tell you what kind of questions are asked. Sometimes they're repeated as well, and they will give you a structured content. Okay, so prepare content for that. Just in like 4 or 5 pointers for each question is enough. Okay, so that is the importance of PYQs. And lastly, I'll address that what this subject helps us, how it helps us in essay, it helps us in interview as well. Okay, so once you're done with the optional, use this knowledge. Do not like keep things in silos. Okay, we are reading very good things here. Okay, like Aristotle's concept of golden mean. I still remember using it in my essay. Okay, so use these things in essay. There we can show the creativity. So use these things in essay. Keep things in your brain. Use it in essay and in interview as well. In interview, like usually a lot of questions are there from your optional because they expect that because you've chosen this subject as your zone of specialization, you will have a significant amount of knowledge about that. Okay, so understand this subject very carefully, use it in your essay and use it in your interview as well. Interview ka approach is a little different. I'll just touch upon that in case it helps. What happens is like what I did was I revised the content from the short notes that I had made for my optional. Besides that, I was making notes for my newspaper also, but only for the interview stage, not for any other stage. I made notes from the newspaper only for the interview stage and linking them. Okay, and then there are a different kind of questions like which philosopher do you like? Why do you like that person? Okay, then you have to justify that. Here, what we are doing in the answers, we know the positives and negatives of all of them. And in answers also, we try to balance. Okay, but there we have direct questions as well, like which philosopher do you like? So I had Hannah Arendt, that I like that person. So I had to give the justification that why I like her. Okay, so you need to prepare these questions. You need to think in that direction that how will you use the knowledge of PSIR in administration? How will you use it in your foreign services? So these are the kind of questions you have to address. But I'm telling you the importance of the understanding of the optional, that this is not going to leave you till the end until you complete the exam at least. Okay, so have a very good hold of it. It will help you in essay. It will help you in definitely in your optional and in your interview as well. Okay, so understand it very carefully. Write answers, practice answers, analyze those answers, and wherever you have doubt, just clarify it. Do not keep doubts. You need to have a very clear understanding because the clearer you have things in your brain, better you write. And what matters is not the amount of knowledge that we have, that we read 20 different books and then we have that all kind of knowledge. If I talk about myself, in just one attempt and those 16, 17 months of preparation, I could not gather like an ocean of knowledge. My knowledge is very limited. Resources are very limited. But what mattered is that what I read, I had it clear in my brain. I could interlink it with examples in the current situation, and I could deliver it on my paper. I could explain it clearly in my paper, and that is what matters. Whatever you read has to be clear in your brain, and that clarity should come on the paper where you are writing. That is the most important thing. Okay, so keep your resources limited. Take the advantage of the classroom that we have. Use that content very wisely. Compress it into your notes. Revise those notes as many times as you can. Have a good hold over the names of the scholars and the keywords and the language of the subject. Write answers. Write them religiously. Analyze them. Eventually, things will fall into place. That is the strategy that we have that I had for PSIR. That from where you can take whatever you like think will suit you. Now I'm open to the questions that you would like to pose. Yeah. 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 It